What up, y'all? Back here on TSP. I'm Dr. Evil.
I am Captain Paul. What up, Evil?
Well, you remember back on Family Guy, they had a skit. It was like I think when Peter Griffin was doing the thing as a news anchor, and
Oh,
they gave him a segment called,
yeah.
what grinds my gears.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there is something that does grind my gears, and it's reared its ugly head again. Now, there's a trend that I noticed from when I was growing up. Every era has their so-called sex symbols, right?
Yeah.
In the '90s, you had Halle Berry, and I think after her was like Angelina Jolie,
I was just gonna say Angelina Jolie. Yep.
right? And if you look at all of the different women that were lauded as the most attractive that they could put up on the screen,
Mm.
right? Um, do you find yourself enjoying the movies because they're in them?
I mean, visually, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, some of them aren't like great actors, right?
No, they're not.
You got
A
the
lot
chick
of it's
that's
just weird.
got toes for a thumb, Megan
Oh,
Fox,
Megan Fox. Yep.
right? They tried to put her there, but I guess nobody liked looking at her hands.
Mm.
They have several of that blonde hair, blue eye, waif type of woman.
Mm-hmm.
I was never really into blondes like that, but I guess I find them more attractive now. I digress. Uh, but you look at the movies that they're in. A lot of the times, the movies normally aren't the best, but people enjoy them, and they enjoy them because of who's acting in them. They enjoy them because of the action.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there's a romance scene or a sex scene or something like that. You get to kind of fantasize about putting yourself in that position in the film.
Mm.
And so there's a reason why these movies are popular and all of that.
Absolutely.
Now, here's the part that annoys the shit out of me. Father Time is undefeated.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I've noticed a disturbing trend over the last 10, 15 years or so, where when a woman is no longer in the top 10 most attractive women in the film industry or in the music industry, they want to present themselves as these radical feminists.
Mm-hmm.
Enter in Scarlett Johansson, who has been the attractive woman in film
Oh my
for probably the
god.
last 10 years or so.
That title. Come on, dude. Charlie
Okay.
says he was kind of groomed into be. Does she know what grooming is?
But here's the thing, Cap. Here's the thing.
Oh my god.
This noise the fucking shit
This
out
is
of me.
stupid. This is stupid. No. If
Let me ask you this
ahead.
question, Cap. How
Go
much
ahead.
money do you think her net worth is? How much money
Oh,
do you think that she has made as an
hundreds,
actress in her life?
hundreds and hundreds of millions.
Probably not hundreds of millions, but at least 100 million.
Listen, probably a lot. She's been in a lot of roles. A lot of roles.
And one of the reasons why she gets those roles is because she doesn't have a lot of roles. So take that how you want it. All of you body positivity people out there. Anyway,
180 mil is her net worth.
that's a lot higher than I thought it was. I thought it'd be like 80 million.
Dude, I listen. She's been in
million,
she's been in so much,
million.
and she's been in the Marvel. I digress.
Okay,
Let's watch this. Let's read this article.
so wait before. This is a woman who has made $180 million acting in films, and let me be real. I have enjoyed her in pretty much every film I've seen. I've never looked at her as like sexy because she's not really my type.
Mm.
So I just look at her as just another woman in a film that's supposed to fulfill a role. But I don't know, just something about Scarlett Johansson never really like got me. Right? There's certain women out there who's like, ooh, yeah. I mean, if she approached me tomorrow and be like, yo, let's go out, I'm probably not going to say no. But what I'm saying is that like, she's not like the one that, but I understand that she occupies that position for a lot of people, right?
Yeah. I mean, myself included, we differ there. I think she's a beautiful girl, but
you said what?
I'm into Scarlett Johansson. She's
okay. I mean, I didn't say she wasn't beautiful. I just said that she just wasn't my favorite flavor.
Just a hater. But let's go.
All right. So, and here's the thing. I don't know, man. It just annoys the shit out of me. Okay. She was groomed into being a bombshell type actor. Now, do you think that she is one of the better actresses out there? No,
she's actually
in terms of skills.
Yeah, no, she's actually a pretty good actor. I'm not gonna sit here and say she's just a pretty face like some of the actresses.
I wouldn't say that either. But is she the best? Is she Oscar award winning? Is she an Oscar award winning actress?
I mean, probably on the fringe there, right? And I'm not saying that to knock
I don't think she's ever won or been nominated.
Yeah, I don't think she's ever won or nominated. I think she's just like a tier underneath that. And that's not to knock that, but like Oscar to me is like top end. You know what I mean?
That's my point. I'm not saying she's a bad actress. I want to make that clear. She's a good actress. She's good. Okay? Is her net worth that of somebody you think would have been winning Academy Awards? Absolutely. 180 million? I was not expecting that. Okay? Now, she goes to say, I did Lost in Translation and Girl with the Pearl Earring, and by that point, I was 18, 19. I was coming into my own womanhood and learning my own desirability and sexuality. Obviously, she learned really well because it's very profitable. I was kind of being groomed in a way to be what you call a bombshell type actor.
No.
I was playing the other woman and the object of desire, and I suddenly found myself cornered in this place, and I couldn't get out of it.
Okay, I have to like, okay. She got typecasted, and that happens with male actors as well. Let's just call it what it is, right? The certain like male Joker comedian actors that get like typecasted, and that's the only role they'll get in Hollywood. She is not exclusive to that type of thing. It's not just a woman thing, it's a male thing as well. If you're like a comedian, it's very hard for you to be taking serious roles. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain comedy-based actors or actors that have done comedy-based films. It's harder for them to do serious stuff because people just view them in that light, right? She got typecasted as the attractive, and the one problem I have is, where was the complaints then when she was making
fucking point.
Hundreds of millions of dollars when she was making
I was incorrect. She is an Oscar nominee.
Oh, is she? Okay. Well,
right. I didn't hear for what it was, right? But listen to what she talks about this, right? Because you don't have an opportunity to be on that, then I don't know, be a better thespian, and you'll get more roles in more artistic ways. But also, people want to sell movies. The movie must be sold, and people, you have to give the people what they want. So it's not like you were locked in. You could have taken the first 30 or 40 million dollars you made and then say, hey, if you don't give me the kind of roles that I want to play, then I'm not going to play them, and I'm good with this money. But no, you kept playing the role. But this is what she did. And this is one of the things I find really annoying. The actor highlighted how her character in Black Widow in Iron Man 2 was initially, quote, underdeveloped and over-sexualized. Ma'am, have you read a comic book involving Black Widow?
Yeah.
Have you read them? Because as a spy, as a female spy, you have to use your sexuality to get guys to talk.
Yep.
Before you have to I mean, that's just kind of right. Like that's part of
of the role of a spy, right? As a female spy. Yep.
Right. That's also part of being a female, is using the tools at your disposal.
Correct.
To get the desired outcomes. So, we have to make the character more progressive No, you made money being a if you go back to that film and the films after that, I mean, you want to I just recently went through all of the Marvel films, the MCU films in chronological order,
Yep.
actual timeline order. How do you think that she got the Hulk, who is like the most destructive force on the planet? How do you think that she got him to calm down? You know, the sun is getting real low. Using her sexuality. She's still doing it.
Yep.
And making tens of millions of dollars doing it. But now that she's about to be on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Well, and let's kind of let's wrap up the conversation going there, right? Scarlett Johansson, right? She is 38 years old, and she is going to be on the back end of her career for those type of roles. It's hard for me now. If she was like late 20s, early 30s, even, I would okay, cool. I can get behind you trying to take more complex roles or like be more valued as an actress.
If she would have did that at age 19, I would have been cool with it.
But the problem I have is that she realizes that time in her life is starting to come to an end. And now she's going to because she feels like she's pigeonholed herself. No, you were making hundreds of $millions, right? Completely fine with the roles you were in when you were profitable. But
I didn't hear any of this complaining before, Cap.
Exactly. Now that you're going to be 38 and probably in a few years when you're not getting these roles due to that, now you're going to complain.
Yeah, because the thing is,
it's hard for me to take you. It just comes off as extremely disingenuous.
Absolutely. Because the wall is 30 for most women, right?
Right.
She doesn't look like she's
no.
I mean, there's certain things about being a woman that she cannot escape from. Like there's certain biological markers that she cannot escape from as a 38-year-old woman. You can't escape it, right?
Correct.
But as far as hitting the wall, she's probably after age 40, where, she'll probably be looked at as like one of those cougar types.
Yeah.
100%. She's probably still going to be the object of young men and adult men and middle-aged men's affection. She's probably still going to be in that top 50, top 25.
Yeah.
Probably till she's going towards 50.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing, right? If she would have said, you know what? I'm going to be progressive. I don't want to be a bombshell. I don't want to be sexy. I want to be a real thespian. I want to have hard-hitting roles as a young woman, being strong and independent and don't need no man. Right. If she would have did that at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, it would be, the words would have more weight. Absolutely. I would say, you know what? You're walking the walk as you talk the talk. 100%. But you're going to wait until you made almost she probably made over 200 million because her net worth is 180, which means that she probably made tens of millions. You made over $200 million. Now you want to complain about how you made $500 million?
Yep.
And then you have all of these women out here that don't look like her, that have to go out there and work for it. They have to go out there and get it. They can't just show up and be pretty. I just don't understand what it is about some of these women when they hit the wall. And it's like, yo, you benefited greatly from the system.
Well, and
now you want to complain about the system.
You know what it is, Evil? I'll just spell it out easy for you. Women like Scarlett Johansson don't want it hard. They want it easy. In the whole of her career, let's just call it what it is because she's a pretty face and she's a beautiful woman. She's had it relatively easy. She gets roles like that. Super easy because she's attractive. Now, as you get older, it comes up to your actress chops a little bit more difficult. And that's why she's complaining, because it's no longer soon enough. It's no longer going to be easy. Now, which I agree with you, though. She'll still get roles. I mean, she'll probably be the cougar type where, the hot older mom or something like that. But let's just call it what it is. She's realizing the easy path is starting to kind of fade away. And now she's complaining about it where there was none of this before. So,
and you know what? There are other actresses, too, that used to be in that pretty girl lane. and they just evolve into more well-rounded actresses. And then by their performances, they get different roles.
I mean, Jennifer Aniston, I think, kind of maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like links into that.
But she's like a bag of white rice, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, what the fuck?
She just never had any personality.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying like she's an amazing actress. I mean, she's definitely she plays those certain roles for her that work well. But I'm just saying like that, like age well, still get roles.
Yeah, there are several actresses that have like, and then when you look at them, you have even more respect for them because you saw the roles that they were getting when they were younger and more physically attractive, right? And then you see them as they're aging, and what are they? They're CEOs, or they're heads of government agencies, or they're spies, or they're spy handlers. You know, they have like these really, like they're really good at what they do. And so it's like, and you don't hear any of them complaining about, woe is me, I was pretty and I made tens of millions of dollars being pretty. I just, it annoys the shit out of me. And to me, I'm not a woman, right? And I can't pretend to be in a woman's place. But imagine if you're a woman who has had a hard life because you're a 6 or a 7 or a 4 or a 5, or God forbid, a 2 or a 3. And you've had to go out there and work. You've had to go out there and deal with life. And you're struggling to make sure that your rent is paid next month when you're working crazy hard, and she's got some fucking 20,000 square foot
mansion,
fucking mega mansion miles away from her next neighbor, whining and crying because I was pretty. Oh man, that would annoy the fuck out of me.
I think it would. It already is annoying the fuck out of you. So.
No, I'm just saying, if I was a woman in like, you know, your average woman out here.
I mean, like, listen, I just want to quick note. I want to end on a relatively positive note. Like some women that were, you know, over 50 killing it, like, you know, Meryl Streep. Yeah.
She's a nut. She's a fucking legend.
Viola Davis, like Renee Zellweger. Like you have so many legends that like women that really are amazing.
I don't know if Renee Zellweger is a legend.
Yeah, well, I mean, but in that ilk, maybe not a legend for her. Still, you have a lot of amazing women actresses doing their thing. So I'm not trying to make this into a hate women actresses. I just don't like the disingenuous.
No, it's the disingenuousness. Yeah. That's the whole fucking point.
Like with people like Scarlett Johansson, I didn't see you complaining when you were cashing the checks.
Yeah. Like, fuck out of here with that. I'm not really good with that. In the comments section below, we definitely want to hear your opinion of on this subject. Are you cool with her turning into, you know, super progressive feminist after she's already raked in millions upon millions of dollars? Or do you see this as almost hypocritical as I do? Definitely leave that in the comments section down below. Obviously, we want to grow this community, so the only way we can do that is by asking you, the viewer, if you have not done so already, please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for all notifications, share the video if you believe that it is a conversation you want other people to participate in, and of course, leave a like or a dislike, because this is the home of the cold truth
and the hot take.
So definitely come back around for what we have coming up in the future. Until next time.